Christmas! As you can see, I have my Grinch dress on this evening. I got early Christmas presents from my mom. I thought, let's do a get ready with me because I have a ton of makeup. And I will talk about infamous, well, we now found out probably way different than what has been told to us, but we're going to talk today about Dee Dee Blanchard. And I want to kind of talk about her because she deserves to have her story told, even though it is really hard to find information about Dee Dee Blanchard online without a bunch of stuff about Gypsy coming up and nothing else. And I dug and dug and dug. I guess we can go with red today, right? Okay. Well, let's first do this. Okay, I wanted to show you what I got for Christmas from my mom, and I thought, I'll show it to you, and I can even link some of the stuff in the description below. Also, guys, guess what? I now can accept memberships on my channel. Yeah. So, Tier 1, if you'd like to become a member of this channel, you just click on it and do that. I have a lot of incentives, like the last tier, you actually can have live stream sessions, members only. We can talk about the juicy stuff. And I'm going to do day early. You'll get to see my videos a day early if you sign up, even for the first tier. The second one is, believe, $4.99 a month, and that one is, you get to message back and forth with me. The options that they give you for the memberships, really aren't that great to choose from. Like, the things that you can do with your audience is okay, so I kind of did my best. But what I'm going to do is kind of have it made like a Patreon type thing where you'll also get to see exclusive videos of baby girl that nobody else will get to see. Okay? Okay. I also, in the description below, will have my Patreon linked, where I will also be doing vlogging videos that you haven't seen, podcast sessions with my fiance, and Bubba, and that's it. But then, also linked in the description below. I'm sorry about all of this. I'm just trying to let you guys know what's going on with the Baby Girl channel. You're here for a reason. You want to talk, right? I mean, come on. And do you want to see vlogs? Do you want to see videos a day early? I mean, I'm saying it's a deal. It's a steal deal. And if I mean something to you right in your heart, maybe you want to be a member of my channel, okay? My Cameo is going to be listed in the description below because I figure it'd be so much fun to join Cameo. It's not just about the money, but actually making personal videos for you guys, whatever you want, happy birthdays, things like that. I'm willing to do whatever. I'll even do a weird dance for you, whatever you want. I just, I don't think nudity is allowed. No, I'm just kidding. Any woobles. So yeah, let's do this. Get ready with me and talk about Dee Dee Blanchard. Welcome back to Baby Girl. And I got a free trial with Universal so that I can use music, because it's they have a monthly thing that you can do. So I just did the trial for now, because I can't, I don't want to do anything that I can't afford. We'll see how it goes. But it's only $7.99 a month, really. If you see bubbles on the screen, there's a reason for that. I love the Grinch, okay? Look at the cherries in the Merry Christmas. She's so cute. I love it. And they have bells on them. And oh my God, I love it. I'm thinking we might do the pigtails with these tonight with the Grinch look. Okay? People love Get Ready With Me, so why not? So let's do this. because she likes to help me with that kind of stuff because I really can't afford it right now. But it was running out of everything. First things first, right? I don't know, like, who Verify is. I don't know. I've never heard of it, but I will go buy that cream. And then my baby niece got me these to wear, so I got them on today. Now, I use this at nighttime for moisturizer. It's very good stuff. Look at this shit. Because it gives you real good moisturizer and you can feel the retinol working. We're going to get to talking about Dee Dee here. Just a second. It's just hard to do this part and talk about something at the same time. You know what I'm saying? We have to bring back Dee Dee's legacy. You know what I'm saying? Because her legacy and her story, her, life has just been taken from her completely. No one talks about her life anymore as if she was a good person or anything. And it's really sad to me because I don't believe that Dee Dee was that bad of a person. But there was some things said in some of the articles that I read. Everyone on Earth should leave this earth with a legacy. I wanted to make sure that I said everything correctly and I didn't mess anything up or miss anything. The creams, the cream of the crop, yeah. Okay. Was Dee Dee perfect? No. Are we perfect? No. She made horrible decisions in her life, but she did not deserve death. Hi. Bubba's here to say hello. Hi, Bubba. So how are you? How's your day been? Oh, yeah? Yeah, you're a good... are you a good boy? Oh, you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Tell Mommy you a good boy. Oh. So tell the people what you want. What do you need? Huh? Tell them. Oh. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, you got a lot to say. I'm sorry. Are you upset? I know. We got to talk about Dee Dee Blanchard and Gypsy Rose again. He left the scene, so he said what he had to say and he left. You know what I'm saying? This dog is gonna drive me insane. You know what I'm saying? He's telling me something I don't understand, dog. Son of a bitch. Let's get going over here. So, I am very new to doing anything with my makeup for YouTube videos, so bear with me, okay? Don't make fun of me about how I do things either. Okay, I'm not perfect. I don't do things perfect. I do my makeup how I do it, okay? I don't want to hear, that brush is for this, and I don't care. I don't care. Alright? I'm doing what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. We'll leave it at that. Okay? Just making sure you know. Okay. But when you start being naughty, I gotta put you on timeout for a little bit. I will. I'm not playing no games. There's not gonna be none of that nastiness in my comment section either. You don't like my video? Go to another one. But I will take constructive criticism and I will listen to it, And if it's helpful, it's helpful. If I don't care, I don't care. You're not going to come on here and start being lippy and naughty. Not at Christmas time. When Santa's about to come. I'm not going to have it. Do you understand? Dee Dee made horrible decisions, obviously. But she didn't deserve to die, like I said. Especially the way that she died was just inhumane. The works of a psychopath, to be honest. I really believe that Gypsy is narcissistic with sociopathic personality disorder. That's I believe that wholeheartedly. It's like they're not completely sociopathic to where they have absolutely no empathy at all. You know what I mean? They have some, but they're very manipulative and very vindictive, and that's exactly Gypsy Rose mixed with the narcissism. It just is a fucking recipe for disaster. I don't know if it's stemming from her microdeletion. Like I said, it causes aggression, inability to have impulse control. I don't know if we can fully blame it on that or if she is just that plus that. You know what I mean? Okay. Little? Do I need more? I don't know. And then I like to use 2 colors. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody else does that. But, I can kind of understand Michaela. When you do the Boston accent, it just kind of comes out when you're doing your makeup. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it just flows right out. Mixed with my Midwestern Wisconsin accent. It's a kind of a weird mixture there, but I rock with it. I do it when I go to the store. I do it, oh my God, it's hilarious when I do it at the store. I got it in my hair. Oh, son of a bitch. This is going to be a fucking hilarious. Get ready with me. Do you understand? Call your friends. Tell them to come watch this with you. See, look at this dumb bitch. She gets the shit in her fucking hair. Over here. Oh, son of a bitch. And it comes out to people in her personality, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, when she's talking to you, she'll become whoever it is that she needs to be to please you. Which people with BPD do that as well. And I have BPD. And, I had to realize when I was doing that. You know what I mean? I mean, I was young and stupid at one point too, I'm still kind of dumb, but not that dumb no more. So I just try to be better than I am the day before and half as good as I'll be tomorrow. Thank you, my mother, for Christmas. Christmas presents from mother. I mean, I don't know though. That was just all my opinion. So it's my my suspicions and stuff like that, my own opinion. It's all alleged. So go do your own research and make your own opinions up on that. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of, voicing mine to you because I got a big mouth and I need to talk to somebody and I don't know nobody. Well, actually, I'm going to put some more bubbles in her tip here because that's friend. So, she will be in the comments, putting the check on people if they get too nasty. I'm just saying. I won't tell you that you can't be free with your speech on my channel and feel free to, speak their mind on my channel. Of course, I don't want anyone to get bullied, and I also don't want to get bullied myself. I don't want anyone to feel harassed or anything like that. So it's all in all, be adult about your comments is what I'm saying. So enough about that. Oh. Oh, he's back. He's back. Hey guys, come here. How are ya? Are you mad? You're wagging your tail, so you can't be too upset. What's going on? Oh, I know, Baba. See, we conversate like this when he talks to me like that. Are you snoring while you're sitting here? Oh my God. What? That's, you know what? You gotta talk to your dad about it. I can't help you with that. I'm trying to do a video over here. What's wrong? Talk to your dad. Baba. Baba. Baba, don't talk back. You gotta go talk to your daddy. You just sit. Are you trying to tell the people something? Are you upset? Come here. Baba, let mommy talk. There's a language barrier, That sucks when that happens. I love this powder because it goes on so beautiful. Do you see this? I love it. It's like cream. But it's not cream, it's powder. Beautiful. It makes you look just so, like, flawless. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Isn't it pretty, though? That's this Maybelline 24-hour fresh wear powder. I love, 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 love it. I get it in, porcelain, because I'm just so white. I'm trying to talk about Dee Dee. I'm over here telling you about makeup. I'm sorry, I'm not a beauty influencer. Sorry about that. Anyhow, Baba, we'll talk about it later. But most likely, when you do your own research, you probably will come up with the same opinion as I have. So that's why I'm voicing it, because I know once you've heard the whole story, or you go research on your own, you're gonna be like, yeah, I can understand. Dee Dee was little. She had a heart murmur, her brother said in an interview that he had done in one of the I think it was Mommy Dead and Dearest that he was in, talking about that. She was born on May 3rd, 1967 in Louisiana, and her full name is Claudine Petrie. And then her married name, of course, was Claudine Blanchard. When she married Rad. Was actually born in, hang on one second, my dog is...
A few moments later.
And it only gets better. Okay? We're gonna do a Grinchy eye look today, okay? I know it's going kind of slow, but I'm trying here. I'm really trying. Dee Dee was actually born in Chack Bay, Louisiana. Gypsy Rose was Dee Dee's only child. Chack Bay is near the Gulf Coast in Louisiana as well. So that's got to be beautiful living over there. Kind of scary though, because of I think there's alligators or whatever. I don't know. The scary shit. Dee Dee is of French Canadian descent. She grew up in Golden Meadow, Louisiana. Her family said that Dee Dee had sticky fingers and would steal things from them in retaliation for when she didn't get what she wanted. Now, does that not remind us of anyone, Miss Gypsy Rose, being the same exact way? So the apple really doesn't fall too far from the tree at all. And it's going to be very interesting to see how Gypsy Rose raises a daughter herself. You know what I'm saying? I really apologize too for this being so late. You know, all I want is to have a comfortable living. I'm on here because I really love making videos. I really love having an audience and people to talk to, you know, in the comments and stuff like that. That's really enjoyable to me. I love people uplifting one another, including myself. I want to uplift everybody in the comments as well as in my videos. You know, I think we should always start, actually, and I forgot, with a nice meditation where we breathe in the positivity, we blow out the negative. That, like, calms your mind, gets you to where I can focus on what I'm trying to say over here. So that's why I do it, because it just calms me down. So if it does the same for you, do it with me in the channel. I'll always do it from now on because it really, really does help my mind feel better to start the video. I just happened to forget today. Sorry about that, because I was talking about all that other bullshit. Like mother like daughter, or however that saying goes. At least Dee Dee just stole things in retaliation, right? Whereas Gypsy kind of was like, I'm going to go way over the line and I'm going to unalive my mom to prove that I'm pissed off. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? I can't have empathy for somebody like Gypsy Rose. I really can't. I can have empathy for somebody that's got remorse, true remorse, you know, and has really thought about what they've done and is doing great things to try to help themselves. But I cannot get behind being empathetic and sympathetic towards somebody like Gypsy Rose that constantly has to be directed to do the right thing instead of being able to do that on her own. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. Way too fucking much for me. And that's why I make these videos, because I keep trying to make mainstream media aware, because if you haven't noticed, whenever you look up Gypsy Rose's name on, say, Google or whatever, or look up her mother's name, every article comes up with the same fucking bullshit lying story. The boomers, you know that they're reading all these fucking articles, so they're like believing all this fucking bullshit as well. It's just, that's how she's getting the fucking sympathy and bullshit like that. But I've got to be the people on Facebook that are seeing all the bullshit about Gypsy, because I was talking to my niece on top of it, who's never on YouTube. She never goes on TikTok. I swear she's like a boomer in a millennial's body. I'm a millennial and she's a millennial, but I'm way more millennial than she is. Because that girl is like only on Facebook and she believes everything that she reads. And she has a really effed up narrative about Gypsy Rose and what happened. And I don't even argue with her because I'm like, it's not even worth it. You know, neither of us need to be arguing about that bitch. And so I just leave it alone. But ultimately, though, things weren't going Gypsy's way. So what did she do? She unalived her mother. She didn't steal from nobody. Oh, yes, she did. Afterwards, after her mother passed, she stole from her. And she stole from her before. You're probably being an ass and trying to, do that overpowering, fucking manipulative, I'm going to take control of the situation bullshit. Hopefully, I'm wrong. And that's why Gypsy should still be fucking locked up. Well, that's one of the many reasons anyway. Her grandma passed away. Her grandma's name was Emma, and that was Dee Dee's mom. Gypsy had a Facebook page, though, called Emma Rose, and that was one of them that she used to talk to men on. Like Godejohn brought up in the interrogation room was Emma Rose. And so I looked it up, and I was like, sure as shit, she's got a couple of, like, pictures on there that I think she's trying to look sexy. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, he mentioned that one as being one that she would talk to men on. And that's weird. That's your grandma's name. Why would you use your grandma's name, dude? Top of it, your grandma passed away. That's so disrespectful. The bullshit just thickens and thickens. Anyway, we're not supposed to be talking about Gypsy Rose. And then Dee Dee had a little bit of murderous in her too, according to her family. They say that her mother Emma was neglected and wasn't nourished or brought food, apparently. She was, just neglecting her and not feeding her. How do you do that to your mother? Like, oh, and then Gypsy whoa. Whoa. Wow. Dude. You probably heard exactly what was rolling through my brain. You know what I was thinking? I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. What the fuck? Anywho. Oh, I just can't. So both of them? Wow. And then at one point in Dee Dee's life, she worked as a CNA. She worked with Dee Blanchard for a while there. They were both CNAs at the time. And Laura Petrie. When Dee Dee was 23, she met Rod. And Rod was 17 years old. What the heck? They met in a bowling alley bar. Okay, first of all, Rod, why are you picking up all the women in a bar when you're only 17 years old? What are you doing here? Where are your parents? And why were you out that late? You know what? You want to sit here and talk shit about other people, but look at you, you be doing things like that? And then Dee Dee, come on. Son of a bitch. That's why you guys created a gypsy. Because you're over here doing naughty shit. It's karma. That's what happened. Because you guys gotta be over here doing things you're not supposed to be doing. And karma bit you in the ass and gave you a Gypsy Rose. Granted, Rod was probably there just bowling. But why did he go over to the bar? But Dee Dee? That's how you end up with a Gypsy Rose. And then Gypsy Rose enters the fucking world in July of 1991. Thanks a lot. Shortly after, though, her and Rod separated. Yeah, because you know what? It was the universe biting you in the ass, giving you a gypsy rose. Look what you did to the rest of the world. Did you think about other people, Dee Dee? I'm just kidding. This is all jokes. Okay? Don't get... I'm sorry. If it bothered you, I'm sorry. And then Rod said that it was just the wrong time. He got married to her for all the wrong reasons, but the motherfucker just left and didn't come back. When I first left my ex-husband, he was abusive, really bad, to the point where he was nearly killing me at points. So I had to get out of there, and so I did, and I finally went out where my parents lived and moved in with them, and it only took me a month, and I was out of their house, and I was in my own apartment. When I got my own apartment, I started missing him because I got really lonely there by myself, and then he came back, and then one day he just decided that he didn't want to pay the bills and left me with everything, and I wasn't working at the time because he told me not to work, to just stay home and take care of the kids. Left me with all the bills. I was getting a 5-day. All my stuff got shut off. Everything. It was crazy. I finally got some help. They helped me because I had 4 kids. Yeah, he just walked out the door and left one day. He said he was going to the junkyard. So, yeah. Anyways, who cares? Anyway, Rod did that same thing to Dee Dee Blanchard, which is so wrong to me. If you felt it was wrong, and you shouldn't have made a baby with her. You should have known that feeling was there from the very beginning. You know you did, Rod. So why did you lay down and make a baby with her? Maybe it's not always about getting you wet, okay? Do you understand? You know, and at this point, Gypsy Rose might as well have been raised by wolves, okay? She wasn't going to have Rod around, and Dee Dee wasn't going to allow that at all. Not only that, Dee Dee wasn't a bad person, but she wasn't teaching Gypsy the right way to live. As much as I don't like her, it's got to be that she was conditioned and she was kind of like groomed to a certain extent to know how to do all this shit other than just living life normally. Do you know what I mean? Do you know why they named her Gypsy Rose? Dee Dee loved the name Gypsy, which I don't know though, because it's considered a derogatory term now. I don't know if I would name my child a derogatory name. But anyways, Rod really liked the Guns N' Roses band, so that's how they got Rose. And I'm like, I don't know if I would tell anyone why you picked that name if that's the reason. Well, it don't matter, really. All of a sudden, Rod refused to come home, like I said, so Dee Dee moved her and Gypsy in with her family. They later settled in New Orleans, the suburb of Slidell. And they lived in public housing for a while. I think it was like 3 months. They lived off child support payments from her ex-husband, Rod, and he was paying like $1,200 a month at that. So she also received public assistance based on Gypsy Rose's disability. And you know what, though? Like, I don't know. Is that microdeletion why she was doing that? Is that what the case was? I don't know if it was really wrong of her to be doing that, if she was doing that because of Gypsy Rose's actual medical condition. That was actually why she was in the wheelchair, because she had low muscle tone from the microdeletion. And that sometimes would cause someone with that condition to not be able to walk very well. So she was probably just using the wheelchair as a precaution, or maybe she was embellishing it a little bit, but there were times where Gypsy Rose did clearly need one. She took Gypsy to Tulane Medical Center, or a children's hospital of New Orleans, whenever she went to the hospital with her, and Dee Dee regularly consulted with Dr. Robert Beckerman for about 10 years. Weren't they saying that she was like doctor hopping? Well, if that's the case, why was she seeing this doctor for over 10 years? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just weird. So then after Hurricane Katrina, Gypsy and Dee Dee had to leave their home and go to a shelter because their home was completely flooded and they couldn't be there, so they went to the shelter for 3 months, and it was for a shelter for people with special needs. Well, Gypsy did have special needs, so I don't understand that wasn't something that Dee Dee was lying about either. So it's like, I don't know how to really look at some of the things, and it's hard to tell if she was exploiting things or not, or she was just embellishing things, or what the case is. I don't know. Dee Dee then claimed that all of Gypsy Rose's medical records and her birth certificate were lost in Hurricane Katrina in the flooding. So she didn't have any of her information at all. And people say that was how she was able to manipulate doctors and things like that. I don't know. Just speculations. You know what I'm saying? Then a doctor that was currently in Covington suggested that she and her mom go and settle in native Missouri, because he's from the Ozarks himself. So he suggested that for them, and that's what they did. A month later, they were airlifted out there as a part of the people that were left homeless from Hurricane Katrina. So at first, Gypsy and her mom rented a home in Aurora in southwestern Missouri. Gypsy was honored by the Oley Foundation, which advocates for the rights of people or with feeding tubes and stuff like that. She was the 2007 Child of the Year. Crazy, right? I mean, it's totally valid, though. She had a feeding tube because of her microdeletion. I don't get it. And I'm not talking about Gypsy. I'm talking about Dee Dee. Everyone tries to make her out to be so horrible. I see what the neighbors said they knew, that she was a very sweet person. She was very kind. I don't see anything but love for Gypsy in her eyes when she's there. Like, you know, when you look at someone and you think you know their personality just based off looking at their face? It's kind of like what it is with when I look at Dee Dee, but it could be completely opposite. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know if you guys really want to know what I use or not. You can let me know in the comments and I can tell ya. Good enough, right? Little did Dee Dee know, though, that she's actually raising a monster. The Grinch. The Grinch! She raised a, tiny little devil. She's Dee Dee's only child, so she's getting spoiled, of course, by Dee Dee. And then also the community spoils her rotten because they feel bad, you know? And then mix that with her already brewing narcissism and sociopathic personality traits. You create a fucking whirlwind human being that's so, compact into a small person, and it's the devil. Do you understand what you did? Do you understand what you did, Dee Dee? We just don't understand why you did this. Okay, moving on, this video is going to be 100 years long. Because I'm taking forever and I'm babbling. I love this. Look at it. It's so cute. Sorry, I'm a very weird person. Just so you know, I like to do goofy things. You've been here for a little while. You already know that. If you're new here, please you can subscribe. You know, I understand if you don't want to because I'm a weirdo. I have been told that many times that I'm just a big weirdo, and I just don't know what to do about it. I just be me. If I'm a weirdo, then I'm a weirdo. But I'm not a weirdo. Do you know what I'm saying? Then in 2008, they moved again to Springfield, Missouri, in the Habitat for Humanity home that was built for them so that Gypsy Rose could unalive her mother in it, disrespect and fuck everything up over there, and just run away free like nothing happened, right? Fucking bitch. fucking bitch. Okay, gosh, I'm being a weirdo. Oh my God. Yeah, and Habitat for Humanity built this house specially for them. It even had a ramp in front of it so that Gypsy Rose could get in and out in her wheelchair. In 2009, Children's Mercy Hospital and Clinics published a story featuring the reunion of Dee Dee Blanchard and the Dr. Robert Beckerman after an appointment at the Comprehensive Sleep Disorder Center, which actually proves too that Gypsy Rose did need the sleep apnea machine that she was on. I have a sleep apnea machine, and you know what? There was one time I was staying with my mom in a hotel room because we just went there to have fun and go swimming and stuff like that. And like, I'm on a sleep apnea machine. Well, I had it there with me. It's just that when we got back, I was so exhausted and I was kind of not feeling well. I just went to sleep and I forgot to put my mask on. Well, my mom, she would always notice that and kind of wake me up to put it on. Well, she tried to wake me up and I wasn't waking up. So she called 911 and I was dead for a little while. I woke up with the life support thing in my mouth. It was the scariest experience I've ever had. It wasn't because of drugs. I'm so glad to be over that and be sober now. I tell my story because I hope that it helps somebody, or I hope that someone looks at me and might be inspired to become sober because I'm doing great. I feel great. Things are happening. Good things are happening. I have great people in my life all of a sudden. Like just people coming to me that are finally decent enough to have in my life. So I appreciate that so much. That's why you see bubbles come up on the screen. I wanted to just put that out there. Yeah, so this eye here, let's do this and see if it gets darker. Okay. We just want to blend it, you know? We don't like that not blended stuff yet. Okay, I kind of got equal here. Okay. And then, you take your concealer stuff here. Where is it? This right there. I like this one because... Listen. It's the next day. I'm sorry I didn't post a video yesterday, but it's the next day because I fell asleep, you guys. I'm so ashamed of myself. There's some issues and I get tired, and it was a long day for me yesterday, and I really do apologize for not posting, and I never want to seem like I'm trying to promise something that doesn't happen, you know? And then also, like, I had posted on the community page that I wanted to, like, get suggestions, and then I put a poll on Instagram. Well, as I was reading the comments and kind of going and talking to people, I completely forgot to put the poll on Instagram. So I'm like, well, it's kind of silly. Like, so I'll try it again another time when I can get more engagement and possibly more people on the same page with one another rather than like a ton of different ones that I kind of got to pick two from. And then, you know, then what if nobody really wants either of them, you know? But so it's just, bear with me. I'll figure this stuff out over here. Just figured out how to do the memberships on my channel because I want to have special content for people that want to support the channel in that way. But, you know, I'm also always going to put my all into my regular videos too. It's not that. It's just, it kind of gives me something to do where, like, I can make exclusive stuff for people and makes you feel all special. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's nothing. Listen, I got a dog to feed over here, though, and I'm not trying to sound too needy, but I got some issues going on, so I'm doing the YouTube. Well, where we left off, where were we yesterday? We was doing the green eyeshadow, okay? But you know what? I really did wake up like this. Yes, I really did wake up like this, though. So, I touched up a little bit when I came in here, but pretty much I was happy that nothing was too messed up. I even fell asleep with these in the bed. My fiance took them off my head. And I'm like, oh my God, I was so tired. But I'm better now, so that's what matters. Got some coffee. Let's get to. I watch stuff sometimes about Amberlyn, and there's somebody that I watch named Zachary Michael. I don't know if anybody knows who he is, but he always says, let's get to, shall we? It always gets stuck in my head. Anyways, about Dee Dee here. That's what we're talking about. Not Amberlyn, not Zachary Michael, Dee Dee. Oh, yes, I was telling you about how I had a near-death experience with not using my sleep apnea machine. So, I mean, if Gypsy Rose was so bad with sleep apnea, I can completely understand why her mother would be freaking out and always making sure she's got her machine and all that kind of jazz and taking her to the sleep studies, because you can literally die in your sleep from sleep apnea. It's no joke. And it happened to me. So, but hopefully this weight loss will help, because I've lost 18 pounds in 1 month on my tirzepatides. I mean, it could be a factor of other issues too, who knows, but anyways, off subject again over here. Sorry about that. It seems to me like a lot of the support, though, and a lot of the stuff that Dee Dee was portraying, maybe she embellished it a little bit, but it was because of Gypsy Rose's microdeletion genetic disorder. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know she had her claim that she had cancer at one point, which is not okay. You know what I'm saying? But Dee Dee herself did have cancer. Maybe she was just like, we'll say that you have it so that we can get this stuff, because I want to do this stuff before I die. Maybe that's what it was. We don't know, because she's not here to tell us, but it's another theory that we could look into. Sometimes Dee Dee and Gypsy would stay in the Ronald McDonald houses when they were going to appointments and things like that, which would be warranted, especially if she's going to the sleep study or it's about her teeth or whatever the case. So it's not like, I don't feel like those were, a fraudulent thing, because like we said, she did have stuff wrong with her that warranted a lot of her appointments. You know what I mean? Which disproves Gypsy saying that she was being medically abused completely. Oh, hello, how are you? Are you here for another talk? You're going to be in this video a lot, huh? How are you? Oh, you got nothing to say. Are you not talking to me today? He just stares at me. It's kind of creepy sometimes. What's up? What's wrong? You just want to sit there and stare at me? All right. Fine. Yeah. So aren't the flights being free for some of her appointments kind of okay as well, being that she was going for appointments that had stuff to do with her microdeletion? Makes sense as to why some of these things they were getting were not fraudulent, which could be why they haven't charged anybody like Gypsy with it or anything, because of a lot of the appointments were appointments that she was supposed to go to. They actually did have appointments for her condition, like I said, that were in Kansas City that they had to be flown to, and the flights were free, but they were free for good reason. They actually did have appointments, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that stuff was warranted. She received backstage passes to Miranda Lambert. Now, maybe they did use their, cancer tactic to get that, because it was through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So, I mean, that's wrong, of course. But some of the things were warranted. They received free trips to Disney World, and Rod also kept making his monthly payments of $1,200 a month, even though Dee Dee did claim that she had no income. So, I mean, she did have lies that were being said for the stuff like that from Make-A-Wish and everything. It's just like the important things like the flight and the Ronald McDonald House, maybe those were warranted, but these things, not so much. So that looks nice. What do you think? I think that looks beautiful. Okay, over here. He would also send Gypsy like little gifts, and occasionally he would call and talk to her on the phone for a little while. But, claims were made that she didn't have any relationship with him, which is what I thought it was. I don't know. Gypsy's got so many fucking lies. It is insane. I don't understand, like, the people that do believe her, like, don't they notice the the lying? I suppose they don't care, but you think they would put two and two together, like, wait a minute, we watched a documentary and she said this, now she's saying that, what the fuck, But maybe it's just not something they give two shits about over here. Hey, Bubba, what are you doing? Bubba. And then Rod called on Gypsy Rose's 18th birthday, and it clearly states that, and it's like, but I thought that Gypsy Rose didn't know how old she was. So if you called on her 18th birthday, but then as I was like, that's where I stopped. But as I read on, it said then that apparently, allegedly, Dee Dee got on the phone then and was like, oh, don't tell Gypsy her real age. She doesn't know, or something like that. Which I think is a fucking crock of bullshit. To be quite honest. And I think that Rod just lied for Gypsy when he was asked about that or whatever. Because I think there was some point that he was asked, if that was true or whatever. And he said it was. But I think it's a crock of bullshit. What do we think about so far the eyes? I think it looks cute. She said at that time that Gypsy thought she was 14. Which... See, didn't you realize that your life was going kind of slow? Like, what the hell? I'm only 14? I feel like I've been here forever. And it's like, maybe she was keeping her, like, thinking that her age was less than what she really was, because Dee Dee was like, she's a little bit developmentally slow, so, I'm going to say she's this age, because that's what she seems like. Just theories and speculation. Hey, Bubba, you want to clean yourself elsewhere? I can hear you licking yourself in the microphone. It's disgusting. Oh my god. I give up. She's not okay, you know what I mean? And she literally comes out here so strong, like, with this fucking confidence and shit. But anyways, I'm supposed to be talking about Dee Dee. Anyway. Rod and his new wife, Rod and his new wife, Krusty Christie, said that they tried to make frequent trips to Springfield to see Gypsy, but they were often told by Dee Dee that Dee Dee would often change plans on them or just completely blow them off and just be like, I don't think that we should do this or whatever the case. But maybe she just didn't feel comfortable seeing you and your new wife, Rod. Did you ever think about that? You broke her heart by saying what you said. That's just an awful thing to say to a woman about why you're not there anymore helping her with the child you created. And then you think that it's warranted for you to bring your fucking new wife that she used to work with? Maybe that's the fucking reason that she was changing some plans so often and didn't want to see your ass. So, I mean... think about that. Maybe you should say, I'll come by myself, pick up my daughter. It's hard to speculate what was really said and what wasn't, but I can see how maybe Dee Dee wasn't comfortable with seeing you, fucking Rod. Being that all the neighbors sat there and talked about how sweet Dee Dee is and stuff like that, I can only speculate that she was always good to you too, Rod, and was completely in love with you, and then you broke her heart, walked out the door, never returned, leaving her the sole caregiver of Gypsy Rose. Even if you were paying child support, you still weren't there. You didn't tuck her in at night. You didn't do this, or that. Maybe it saved your life in the end, but Dee Dee had a lot on her plate. She had a lot of her own health issues. She had issues with you, her dating her ex coworker, and then fucking having her as Gypsy's new stepmommy now. I mean, all of it is so much. How can you blame Dee Dee for being a little bit off? You know what I'm saying? And grasping onto the one person she had left in her life, because I've been there where my fiance was literally the only person I had. And if I lost him, I would have lost my fucking mind. So maybe that's why Dee Dee clung on to Gypsy as hard as she did and wanted to make Gypsy feel like, oh, there's something wrong with you and I have to take care of you. I have to be here for you. But there was something wrong with her, right? She felt the need to overlove and spoil Gypsy and create this monster that's out there today. I don't believe any of the things that Gypsy says about her mom. I really don't, because I just can't, with there being other witnesses out there that have given statements about how Dee Dee was as a person. Her brother talking about how Dee Dee was an only child, basically, because she had health issues even as a child. And, you know, it was taught to her at a very young age that the child that's got something wrong with them, they get spoiled more and they get coddled more, because that's exactly what her brother said was happening to Dee Dee because she had a heart murmur. She was spoiled and she was never forced to do anything and yada yada. Well, if that's the case, then that's exactly the reason why she was treating Gypsy the way she was, because Gypsy had the microdeletion, just genetic disorder. I guess Gypsy wasn't expecting all of this to come out. Thank God for Fancy for bringing it out. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise none of us would know, and we would all be on this bandwagon believing her shit. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that came out. You notice when you take psychology classes and stuff, and I'm not saying I'm a psychologist because of taking a couple of psychology classes. What I'm saying is what I learned. It's just, that's all. But anyways, when someone is spoiled rotten as a child, like Dee Dee was apparently, and coddled kind of more than the other children and stuff like that, and then Gypsy Rose beat the same way because she was an only child, same thing. You know, they get to where little white lies happen a lot, you know, and it's part of a manipulation process because they kind of feel like they have to manipulate people into liking them, because it's almost a way to make sure that they are accepted. You know what I'm saying? It's very complicated, and it's not to say that this was the actual case. I don't know, because I didn't know Dee Dee, but what I speculate is that she maybe told little white lies to gain the acceptance of other people, comfort herself about the pain she felt about a situation, like Rod leaving her and her saying that Gypsy's father was an abusive drug addict, alcoholic, and he clearly was not, and never came to term with his daughter's health issues, so he doesn't want to come around. Was she lying, though? Was that the truth then? Is Rod telling the truth that he really tried to visit? Or is that a lie? You know what I mean? And then Gypsy acts the same way. She tells these little white lies all the fucking time. And some of them aren't little white lies. They're large. I do believe that it's just a way that they try to manipulate other people into siding with their story, so they're comforted in the fact that their story, them as a person, are accepted, you know? I didn't finish the Grinch look here. I don't have any more notes left, but I'm going to finish it anyways with you, because I don't want to start something and not finish it, because it's cute and I want you to see it. And now we are going to get a little bit wild and crazy over here. Now, I know you're thinking, like, what the fuck are you doing? Just wait, okay? Like, you're gonna find white paint. Bitch, you have some. Okay. You see that? We are going to do the green. I wanted to show you guys. I do paintings. If anybody wants, if you like paintings, I do these for little Christmas cards. I don't know if I put the hand there, but I like to do landscapes and things like that. A lot of the little paintings in here are ones I've done. Thank you.
Good day, everybody.
I gathered out all my green pens because I'm like, I have to have green to do this project on my face. And I don't have green paint right now because I got to get a replacement of a lot of my paints in here. Maybe a highlighter. I got green highlighter. Maybe that'll work. Yep, that'll have to be the one. So it might look a little silly, you guys. I'll have to do my black eyeliner thing. So anyway, here we go. Bear with me. Remember, I said that, okay? It's supposed to be like his hands. I don't know. This is the final look.
I'ma say it with my chest now. I got you figured out. It's something that you got, babe. It has me going wild. It's the way you say my name, the way you touch me.
What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed today's video and getting ready with me. And sorry it took 2 days to get ready, but we're ready. Ha! Merry Christmas! I love you. I fucking love you. I fucking love you. Ooh, love. Yeah, I fucking love you. Bubbles. Yeah, I fucking love you. Yeah. Okay, bye.